Good Wednesday morning, YouTube. Back at the large tree slash shrub install. Guys are working on the last couple birches in this basin. They have that section of plants to do right there. It's only, I don't know, 15 or so. Would have done it yesterday, but the neighbor there had a opinion on where it should go. So we finally worked that out, and we're keeping them where they are. And now I am going to start making my way through all of this. We're going to get to a point where just having an actual brush hog on a skid loader is more efficient. So I'm just kind of knocking the slopes down in and around all these trees where it'll be easier to go. And then we have to lay out on the other side of that tree line is a big open area that I'll show you when I get up there. We have to lay all those flags out. That way when the trees show up, we can put them in the ground as well. So I'll throw you on here and you can just start watching me do this again. Go. Shipping my way through here. I gotta be careful though, because I mean, as you can tell, I can't see anything through this thick weed, and one rock or one branch will go launching, and as you can tell, I'm within 30 feet of the houses, so it's a little nerve-wracking, but all I'm doing is basically just pushing this back off the property lines, 15-20 feet, and then come back this way and kind of take that inner corner out and go from there. So I'll just keep chipping away on this and hoping I don't hit the rock. Alright, got that section done. Now I'm gonna work my way around this way. This is how quickly stuff gets overgrown. That is an 8-foot evergreen. That, I believe, was a dogwood. That is another evergreen. There's another one. This whole area was just let go. So I'm gonna try and get it back and see what it looks like. stuff gets overgrown. I don't need to go any further back. It was further back years ago, but I'm just going to work on this last quadrant here, and that's all good there. So it's just here. I still have more to do on the other side of that tree line, but they're heading to the very last basin to plant now, and then we have to go mark out probably 60 or so trees up there and get that done. So I'm just going to finish this last section out here and go from there. I was shocked that all this time I never came across a yellow jacket's nest, and finally found one. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, they're pissed off. It's a pile of boulders, so I really can't get much more out of that anyway, but they're flying around. So this is done. As you can see, there are actually trees here now. I'm going to make my way back up here. This morning you couldn't see any of that. That was all just overgrown weeds. So this whole little quadrant's done now. Guys are still working on the last basin. I'm going to go over there and start brush hogging a little section over there. But yeah, this thing works nice for spots like this. There's another spot I'll show you on the other side where we're about to go, and it's too big of an area. It doesn't make sense to use this to brush hog, you know, a half acre or an acre that's flat for the most part. So I'll have to end up bringing the skid loader back in anyway with that brush hog, but it's fine. I mean, I'm getting the use out of it, so can't complain. Alright, I'm going to head over to the other side, get that done, and then the guys are going to call me when they're done that last basin so we can go and lay out that last spot. for today. We basically got all the trees and shrubs in that are available for us right now. The bigger 2.5 inch caliber ones are still getting dug. I started, I don't know if you can tell from here, but that berm there, that's all brush hogged down. I was going to bring the skid loader with the brush hog in, but I mean, it's going quick enough that until I go and get a trailer, bring the skid loader here, unhook it, I can just, it's really just that last little peninsula there. And then the other spots I still have to do, I need to use the excavator for, so it just makes sense to keep using that. Before they paved the roads, this is the stockpile I brought in, or had trucked in, for the walking trail repair we have to do. There's a section we did a few years ago before I started YouTube that washed out after we had a lot of heavy rains, because it's kind of down in wetland area. So we're gonna revamp that, put some piping in. All these trees you couldn't even tell were in here. Again, it's not perfect. He just wanted them kind of chopped down. The HOA is kind of taking over. So that's kind of what we're doing. This is our access in here. All these trees we did, I think, this spring, which those of you that follow along saw. So other than that, it's going along. About 2 days to get, I don't even know how many shrubs it was, 600-ish, 400-ish, and I think we had about 50 trees or so. So it went good. This is our access, so we have to clean this up once we're done. Here's a nice newly black-topped road that now people are always going to complain about when we're driving our trucks on them, but it is what it is. So that's enough rambling for today. Tomorrow I am going to see that every basin that we did gets a Ernst 180 mixture and matting just where the amended soils is. The problem is most of the basins get some more 2.5 inch caliper trees in them that we don't have yet. So we kind of can't seed them and mat them yet, even though I would love to, because it's dry. So the nursery was going to start digging them today. So hopefully he was going to try and start with the maples and the oaks, which is mostly what we need to put inside the basins. So I'm going to give them a call after I get off with you and see if maybe we'll get lucky and we can pick some up so we can kind of 100% get some of the basins done. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're pretty much, as far as the trees, we're at a standstill until we get all the other trees, which I believe is 194. So another big batch. But that's it for today. Nice road, all the street trees we did last year, or this spring. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Adios.